It is Friday the 13th. You hear me? Now, welcome to the Den Man. Hey, I am your host, Ed Hunter. Like, Hunter, you gotta show your face. Yeah, show your face. It'll be wonders for the movement. Wow, there we go. What's the motherfucking deal, man? It's your boy, Ed Honcho. Welcome to the Den. The Den. The best conversation on the entire planet, damn it. You can search high and low, you'll never find a better show. And the reason why is because of you, the person, wherever you may be. You might not even really be. I don't want to say like the view. You're the viewer. Viewers at home, it's viewers like you that make the Den possible. You're not even watch. Some of y'all probably just listen. It's this asshole. This is Honcho. He just says dumb stuff, but it makes me laugh. Or he talks all crazy. I just fall asleep because he's so boring. Whatever the fuck you do. Y'all might, some of y'all, there's weirdos out there. Y'all might be watching this shit silently, right? And just with the captions on. And I don't know if I don't know how well YouTube is auto generating captions live. I don't even know if that's a thing, but that could be the case. I don't know how you're consuming the Den, right? But however you may be consuming the Den, I thank you and I'm glad that you're here, right? Because you allow me the honor, the privilege, and most of all, the pleasure of being able to be a part of your life. You can be anywhere in the world, and the fact that you're here this evening, it means a lot. So, tonight, Friday the 13th. I'm sure we've had some Friday the 13th in the Den before. Who knows, right? It's probably going to be Honcho always off Friday the 13th, telling what he's doing. But there's a lot of superstition, a lot of weird things that go along with Friday the 13th. It's not just, it didn't start with like the Jason movies, right? And I don't think I even watched any of the, I don't think I've watched any of the Jason movies. Matter of fact, I know I haven't watched any of the Jason movies, right? I'm telling you, I'm not like a. We'll get into it. I had a list, right? I had a list. Y'all had recommended me so many good movies on that list, and like I lost that notebook along with many other things. But I lost that notebook, and I really had planned on watching. I'd watched a couple of them, but I really planned on watching the movies from the list that were recommended to me, right? And well, I don't know what that list is, so we're going to do that again one day. But let's see who we have joining us in the conversation this evening. Before we dive any deeper into some Den discussion, right? Jason X, Jason in space. The lovely Miss Sarah Lou, how are you doing this evening? The lovely Miss Belle Northside, because I still refuse to say your Southern style because you don't drink sweet tea. Like, again, like health purposes, maybe, you know, diabetes ain't never stopped nobody from drinking no sweet tea. And Miss Bell, you've been hanging around enough niggas to have adopted some niggerisms along with your Bellisms. So I don't feel like that would be the case if, it was. I think you're just anti-sweet tea naturally. And therefore, I revoke your Southern card. Shout out to Miss Bell. Michelle's here. One. Hey, One, how you doing? Good to see you. Can't say that I have. Let's see. HT Jason. What's the motherfucking deal? Always good to see you. So how do you feel being a double decader now? Do you feel different? Do you feel grown? Right? Grown. Yeah, so like if I'm not mistaken, and I don't pay that much attention. Like, you know how you like know things, but you just don't kind of really think about them. But if I'm not mistaken, these are hotels. Like, there's no hotels with the 13th floor. Like, isn't that a thing? I know if it's not here in America, I don't pay that much attention. Like, I don't get on a hotel. Like, let me look for stuff to freak me out while I'm on the elevator. I'm just like, where's the button? You push that button, right? I only go to elevators that go up one story, so it's either on the first floor or second story. Anything higher than that, I don't need to be there. Right. Anyway, and don't call a line. Y'all know the deadline ain't open this early. It was just a mistake. Anyway, so all bullshit to the side. Like, there are these superstitions in life, and we learn them young, maybe, It's not really about Jason Knight. I'm just saying Friday the 13th. Just to, I told you I've been on my cloud. I'm not a good cloud chaser. Right? I don't know how to chase cloud. I only know how to be myself. That's like the only thing I can do very well. Right? Very, very well. But yeah, Jason in Space is a real movie. Jason in Space, and like, wasn't it Jason Goes to Hell or something like that? Uh, there was like a Jason versus Freddy, I think. There was a lot. I'm like, there's a lot of Jason movies. I don't think I've ever fucking watched it. I've watched Michael Myers. I've watched a few Michael Myers, right? I've watched a few Halloween. Maybe too many Halloweens. Like, there's probably too many Halloweens, right? I don't think I watched the latest one, but there could be too many Halloweens. Um, Let me think. Freddy, I think I watched Nightmare on Elm Street when I was young. Halfway, probably fell asleep with it. Like I'm not a cinephile, right? Like I'm not. You come to me for movie trivia. I got like three questions that I can answer, right? And they're probably all from Half Baked. So like you asking me about different movies and things. I'm like, yeah. I don't remember that shit. Um, I just like I said, I just never watched a lot of stuff. Like I was never a TV kid, really. Like I'd play video games. I'd fuck with video games, like if I did. But I was never just like a big. Like if I like I say, I watched Saturday morning cartoons. That was probably the only thing I was more consistent with. TGIF used to be a good thing way back in the day. I'm trying to think what kind of shit did I really actually watch. I watched The Simpsons, Martin, shit like that. But it wasn't too many shows that I actually like would go out of my way to watch as a kid, right? I don't know. I got to think about that. I've always preferred to be in control of my entertainment more so than just be entertained. You know what I mean? Like at least let me have a part in it. Let me like have some say so, right? Let me move my control over here and there and get the wrong ending type shit. Um, so yeah, there's that. There is that. But anyway, superstitions and beliefs that we have. A lot of them can be cultural. A lot of them can just be weird habits that we picked up. Like think about athletes and think about sports fans. They have the weirdest rituals, right? They have the weirdest rituals because they have the weirdest rituals because they just it's something that they did maybe on a day that went well, and so they figured they just immediately attached their mind to this thing and said this is my lucky hat or this is my lucky sock or there's some motherfucker out there with some lucky draws, and generally the shit that gets lucky don't get watched. So I don't know if you know somebody said they got some lucky draws and they're sports, don't go to sporting events with them, and probably don't invite them to your house, right? At least not on the days that their favorite team is playing because it could get sketchy. But yeah, it's people like that. People will do specific things or certain habits. I'm gonna wake up a certain way today because it's game day. You know, I'm only gonna eat these certain things because it's game day. And, it's just it's like it's just like, you just it gets weird, right? Like how do you associate like what in your mind makes you associate that occurrence with, whatever it is you did. It was whatever. Um, what are some common ones? The walking under the ladder, right? Like think about it. Oh, y'all don't know about half baked. You say 13 letters in your first name and last name total. That's called the devil's luck. Really? Let me think about that. Close. All right. But can we throw like a couple of initials in there somewhere? Maybe we can get this thing figured out. I ain't got it. Just ain't got it. Darn. Just thinking how long my fucking first and last name is. Anyway, so again, superstition, walking under a ladder. It's supposed to be bad luck. breaking the mirror is supposed to be 7 years. Like, who determined this? And I'm sure I could Google it, and I might not. Who knows? Um, but who said, hey, don't walk into that ladder. It's gonna fuck your life up. Like who who what like just because you saw a dude maybe like walk under a painter's ladder and maybe some paint fell on his head and it fucking was that old school lead paint. He fucking choked on it and died, right? Don't walk on that ladder, son. You'll get bad luck, and that'll be the end of your days. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, cross the black cat. Like, but what is it? Is it? I forgot how it works. Isn't it supposed to undo it if the I don't know if the cat cross like what if the cat is a double crossing cat? I don't know the undoing of the bad luck black like what if you have a black what if you own a black cat like you just deciding to live a real risky unlucky life is that just you just living on the edge by owning a black cat and the motherfucker just running around your house just making it very unlucky. It's very uncomfortable to live here with this cat, right? uh but yeah, so in a situation like that you gotta wonder like but then again I don't know. I wouldn't say people who always do it, but people who deliberately go out and get black cats tend to be kind of weird. They kind of be into some of that weirder stuff, right? They tend to be into some of that more dabbling in newt's tail and frog eye potions and shit. Um, so you gotta be cautious, right? You just I don't know if I trust it, but just deliberately going out and getting the black. You had like a choice of all the cats in the world, right? Getting a black cat is like black Air Force activity. Do-do-do-do-do. So I don't know. You're living dangerously if you're doing it. Yeah, I see stepping on a crack. Yeah. What is that? The bad eye. What is the one? What is that? We got to put the. That's not the dream catcher. That's not what the dream catcher was for. Uh, I've heard of it, but I don't remember the origins of that. I know I've heard of it. But yeah, right. Let me see what else. What is like, and even just with not even just superstitions themselves, right? Because this is Friday 13th. What about local horror stories or narratives or legends that are a cultural thing, right? Like niggas, we don't got good cultural creatures, right? We got like I don't what do niggas? I don't think niggas got nothing. I know like shit. What are the Mexicans got chupacabras, right? You got what's her name? Nah, that's not La Llorona. What's the one? The Weeping Woman. They got a bunch of good ones, man. They got all the good shit, right? Like they got all the fucking good ones, and we ain't got shit, right? We ain't got shit. Like we don't have anything. So I'm kind of like, why? What? So they walked on the ladder, died of a heart attack. That's a throwing salt over the shoulder. Yeah, that I never understood that. That shit got nobody's ass kicked in Dumb and Dumber, right? That's the ditch witch. Um, like man, it's like it's so many crazy fucking stories. Like, but see, niggas, we ain't got. I think I don't know if Candyman was originally for the niggas, cause Candyman confuses me, right? Like, so it was supposed to be where Candyman was out giving candy to the cheering, and they thought he was up to no good or something because he's kind of weird. So they hung him or something like that. And anyway, whatever they did to put the hook in his hand or to fuck him up so he couldn't, whatever his little origin story was. But Candyman was supposed to be mad at the white people. Like Candyman was fucking niggas up. Like I think Candyman was conflicted. Like he just saying a nigga name and the nigga just get mad. Like that Candyman was really a nigga. Cause think about it, how often do you know niggas who just get mad because you say their name? Man, what the fuck you want? Like I'm just saying your name, man. But Candyman must be saying your name too long and this nigga gonna kill you. That's some nigga shit if it ever been some nigga shit. So, Candyman was definitely a nigga. Bloody Mary. What was Bloody Mary? Oh, okay. She is a weeping woman. Okay, okay. Uh, black people have cigarettes. Come on, Mike. Mike. medium Mike, medium M. If you're gonna make a joke, at least say menthol cigarette. Get the cigarette. Get the joke complete. Don't half-ass it. All right. I expect more from. If you're gonna set a standard for yourself, Mike, I expect you to live up to it. All right. So do better. Um, but yeah, so there's always these like different cultures. Definitely have different, not just superstitions, but they have different legends and things like that, or different beliefs. I think everybody has some version of the when you have sleep paralysis and the devil's riding your back, they call it. Have you ever had that? That is it's a scary kind of feeling, right? I don't even want to. I'm sure Haitians have a healthy association with the voodoos. Um, shit. There's a lot of people do that. You really probably wouldn't do. Like, there's a lot more people who dabble in in devil worship or spiritism and things like that than you truly want to believe. They're not always going to be outright and open with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's going to be a lot more who fuck with that shit than you really want to know. And actually, let me see no, we'll just do it like this. But yeah, so you gotta pardon me. No, I don't judge me. But there's a lot of people who do, and that's why I always say, like, when people get in there, oh, so and so, they they got on there and they thanked God for whatever, right? And it's just like, what God do you think they're thanking, right? Because you think that these people you all have the same belief in the same God, like, um, these people get on stage and do some of the most outlandish shit that you've ever seen in your life, and you think that you and these people have the exact same belief system. Like, even with words, I would say, like, you got to understand, people define the same words differently, and you may be talking about the same thing as somebody else, but they just uh you're saying two different things, right? uh Second. And you're saying two different things. All right. So you're saying two different things, even though you may be using the same word. So you always have to be careful about communicating with people. And you always want to make sure that you are understood when you're having a dialogue with somebody. And people will, whatever, deliberately misconstrue you. So I want to talk about tonight a couple of things. I'm not gonna pinpoint it, right? Because the den is a conversation. And I want y'all to feel comfortable talking about the topic in the way that y'all want to talk about the topics from this point uh forward. Like, I want to start navigating the conversation, sir. So I'm working on some things. Like, trust me, I'm in the background. I'm just thinking about how I approach things. I try to think about how I ask questions. I try to think about how I ask different individuals questions. And if it's, I want to be, I try to be fair. Uh, Everybody can get a fair shot except for Broderick. Other than that, you know, it's whatever. Uh, just see something here. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah, pardon me. I know this is like the rudest shit in the world, right? I understand. I'm being extremely rude. Just pardon me. Forgive me. Uh, being a asshole, but this is just necessary. At this point, it must be done. Bear with me. Oh my God, it really wasn't that serious. I could have waited. But talking about different things and going on. Like I said, I want to be honest about how I handle the conversation, how I handle questions, how it, I want to make sure everybody gets a fair shot for the most part. So yeah, that does matter. Um, so I want to ask kind of broader questions, right? So people who may listen and may want to call, oh, I don't necessarily want to answer that question, so I'm not going to call in tonight. I won't, I won't, I won't make it too tough for y'all. It's going to be a little tougher. So, um, pardon me again. Just yeah. Uh, all right. So again, like I said, we're gonna have a conversation. Superstitions. Um, I don't want to call them horror stories, but maybe cultural legends that may have had an impact on the way you grew up, maybe by the way you thought about things. What's the motherfucking deal? Trill, Solis, Young Ken. Who else may I miss? If I miss you, ain't dishing. Shout out to Illusion. Let me see. We've already discussed Medium Mike. Um, Again, so like I said, it's like a situation where I gotta say it's a situation where I think I don't want to say I will say that like there are little things I guess when I was young that I definitely okay I hung around a lot of Hispanics growing up, so you can't convince me that there ain't a chupacabra out there somewhere, right? Like I've been indoctrinated. There is some sort of goat sucking creature running around South Texas, aka Mexico, and below. Like I don't know, but I believe it exists, right? Um, I'm pretty sure there's other little odd ones, and it's Friday the 13th. It is October. We're not gonna go full tangent, but scary movies. What was the scary movie that impacted you the most? If you watch scary, I know some people don't, but what was the scary movie that impacted you the most? I know what mine was, and I'll dive into that right before we go live. Let me see. Uh, oh, so my movie, um, when I was young, it scared the shit out of me. Don't know why. Don't have no idea, right? No idea. It scared the hell out of me. Um, was Poltergeist. Like they're here, or they were sliding on the ground, and that little thing in the TV. Like that movie used to fuck with me as a youth, right? And there wasn't a lot of shit. Like I watched a lot of crazy shit, but it wasn't a lot of shit that really just, man, what, yeah, But some reason, man, for whatever reason, fucking Poltergeist, bro. Like that shit, that shit fucked with me. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing. You gotta pardon me. Okay. All right. Let me just not waste time. All right. So yeah, Poltergeist is fucking. That movie, for whatever reason, used to freak me fucking out, bro. Like, yeah, it used to fuck with me for real. Like it was that clown. The clown when he was in the room and you knew the clown, the tree. Oh, come on, bro. That movie, that movie used to fucking fuck with me, bro. Like, I'm thinking about it now. I'm just like, yeah, fucking Poltergeist. I ain't watched that bitch in a long time. I'm gonna fuck around and watch that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck around and watch that shit because now I want to watch it. You know what? I've never watched it. I've never seen it. Right, and that's a crazy thing. I've never seen it. No remake of it. No, it take a shit. No, none of that. It two, it three. It ain't never been watched. That's what I know. Give me a second. Let me get ready to open up this lineup. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a good time. Something like that. Um, Bliggity bliggity. Shout out to all my burger making buddies. You know what I'm saying? If you in the Discord, gang gang, burger gang. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the putt putt partners. You know what I'm saying? Putt putt gang in the house. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't with it or don't get it, shit, that's on you, player. Let me see. Blickety blickety. Give me 1 second. Wow, let's go. 832-464-4555. Man, call in to the Denline tonight. Let's talk about it. Oh, shit's the business. Yeah, all right, let's talk about it. Talk about your favorite horror movie. You can talk about superstitions that you may have that impacted you growing up, or things that you know it's a superstition, but you still believe. I got a superstition for you that may tweak some people, right? Would you consider karma a superstition? Do you believe that karma is truly real? Think about it. There's a lot of motherfuckers who've gotten away with a lot of shit that deserve their due justice, right? But you always say, "Oh, karma will get there." No, it doesn't always happen. The karma don't seem like it always happens, right? So again, it's a very interesting thing, right? We're talking about superstitions. We talk about different beliefs. We're talking about things that may have impacted you growing up. Um, Favorite horror movies. Let me see what else. Some gamers in there. Like I told you, I've kind of paused on it because I did say I wanted to. And young Ken actually asked today when I was going to start doing the gaming streams again. I just ain't been gaming like that. Like I'm on a little mini mission right now. Okay, and once that mini mission kind of gets executed and that starts rolling as it should, if we still exist, then maybe I'll come back with the games. You won't be Hitman, but I said I want to do like horror games. There's a bunch of horror games I never fuck with. Because I was fucking around playing was that the Resident Evil 2 the other day, and I never really got into the Resident Evil series like that young either. And I ain't gonna lie, that bitch was getting with me. It was a couple of scenes that bitch was getting with me, boy. I'm not even going. Oh, okay. So I think that might be entertaining. D the Gamma, lovely Miss D the Gamma. How you doing, Miss D the Gamma? DeAndre, what's the motherfucking deal? Uh, let's see. Chill out. What's the motherfucking deal? Is everything is a chupacabra? That's funny. Uh, it was the one kid that was in a coma and the little dwarf goes dancing. Oh, are you talking about? No, you're not talking about Cat's Eye, are you? What's that? Cat's Eye. I think it was a Stephen King one, and it was like this fucking cat, right? And it was, oh, this cat's bad. He's always fucking shit up. But it was like this little fucking troll thing. And this little troll thing was like all in the house, and you would see it like I think they would show it from the little troll thing's point of view, right? And it was a crazy fucking little move. Like I don't even know why I remember that. I might have watched that 1 or 2 times, but yeah, that was a crazy fucking movie. I want to say it was like Cat's Eye or something like that. Um, but it was wild. It was real wild. Uh, what you think I have a mostly black audience? I don't know. Do I have a mostly? I don't think I have a mostly black. I think I have a very diverse, culturally awakened audience. But then Broderick shows up and ruins that whole premise, right? So there's that. Let's see. Used to love Miss Sarah Lou. How is you? And let's see. All right. So let me think. Again, like I said, it wasn't just a whole lot, but it would be like little weird ass one-off movies, shit like that would fuck with me. Like the shit that normal people like, that shit was super. Like, shit was all right. Y'all ever used to watch fucking Pumpkinhead? Pumpkinhead was a great little series, I guess. I guess, but then when I think about it, it's a lot of the mainstreams. I guess I didn't get into. Maybe I need to have a. We need to have a horror fest for October. There's a lot of horror movies I don't think I've ever watched that were classics. I don't want to watch this stupid ass new shit. The new shit sucks. But like, what was that other one? Pet Cemetery. I don't think I ever watched that. I don't think I ever watched Children of the Corn. If I did, I watched like part of it, not the whole thing. Or I just don't recall. Probably one. If I did, it might have been like a sequel or some shit. The Goosebumps. Yeah, some Goosebumps would be real good, and some of them would just be like, ah. And that's kind of how horror is, right? It's certain things that are going to work on certain people. They go like, that shit was fucking scary. That shit kind of, oh shit. Like, or the suspense of it. But then... Appreciate the love, Jason Voorhees with the 13 stairs. That's fucking hilarious. That's what I love to do, man. Y'all make me fucking laugh. That's hilarious. It said, I think it said stairs silently, or something along that. That's fucking funny as shit. Tyler Perry movies. Bro, I'm not doing it. I'm not Tyler Perry. I'm not Perry the Tyler. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
What up, Honcho? This is True.
What's the motherfucking deal? True, how you doing this evening, Mr. True?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. I figured I'd call in since nobody else did.
All right. Sounds good.
Have a little conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little minute.
So, Mr. True, did you watch a lot of horror movies when you were young?
I watched quite a few, but most horror movies are fucking funny.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
They're hilarious to me. Like the Leprechaun, that nigga is funny, man.
Oh yeah.
That nigga is hilarious. Yeah. Ain't that scary about that little nigga?
That nigga was funny. The Leprechaun in the Hood. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was even funnier. Who else?
Shit.
You remember Tales from the Crypt? The Crypt Keeper?
Yeah, I used to fuck with the Crypt Keeper.
Them shit was funny too.
Yeah, Crypt Keeper was funny than the motherfucker, man.
I find Freddy very funny. Freddy wasn't never scary. The only two niggas I find scary is Jason and Michael Myers, bro.
Really?
Michael Myers don't talk.
Yeah.
And that eerie ass fucking music, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
And Jason, that fucking that shit, I don't like that shit either. I don't like that shit. No. But other than that, I did see Pet Cemetery. Yeah. I watched that actually in the movie theater.
Yeah.
The only part about that movie was scary was like in the very beginning with that cat threw the jump scare on you. Yeah, that scared the shit out of everybody in the theater. But past that, yeah, this is a one time. You just watch it. It's okay.
Hey, People Under the Stairs was a
crazy. It's a fucking classic.
God,
that is a classic movie. Every child should watch that.
Hey, fool.
Yeah, Roach was a motherfucker.
That was a crazy. That was some crazy shit. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, and I can see Jason why somebody like Jason or Michael Myers is scary, because you can't reconcile with them. It's
ain't no talking.
Yeah, it's death. It's you're looking death.
Yeah.
In the eyes, you know what I'm saying? It's like you no matter what you say, shit. Even his own sister, she try to recognize this nigga going after her. Like, there's no stopping this. Like, so yeah, I understand. Like, he's like anybody else, Leprechaun, you try to negotiate with this nigga, he gonna fuck you over. But you know,
Oh yeah.
you're gonna be to try to negotiate. You think you got a chance, or you're gonna try to talk your way out. But nah, it ain't happening with Mike Myers and Jason. Yeah, it's a wrap, dog. You might as well just go ahead and just go ahead and make it quick, dog. You know. And I don't understand with Mike Myers though. And I would like to know people's theories on this one. How does he move so slow, yet always be right there? How does he pull this
He's
off?
one of them power walkers.
And he be running with the camera off. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's so alert. He know when the cameraman watching too. So you gotta watch out for that nigga. But yeah, man. So let's talk about superstitions though. Are there any superstitions that you have?
I was thinking about that. No, not really. No.
So you don't do the.
But I do believe I do believe in karma though.
Okay.
And there's a specific karma in particular. It's
Okay.
called assisted karma. What I call it. It's when
Assisted
you,
karma?
yeah, when you put shit in motion to make sure that motherfucker gets their karma,
Yeah. Okay.
and you get to look at them silently, directly in their eye. You make that eye contact, and they know it was you, but they can't do shit about it. I like that karma. That's the best karma. You don't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
They know.
What kind of karma? I like instant karma. I like instant karma videos.
Instant karma is fucking hilarious. It is hilarious.
This one I always laugh. It was a motherfucker. I think he was he was had that fucking dog or something. And he was talking shit about the dude being too far out in the crosswalk. And he's crossing over shit. He's so busy talking shit too. And he like running to a pole or something. Look dumb as like that
He
shit.
gets that bitch hard.
Dog, that shit is so fucking funny to me. Yeah, shit like that is fucking hilarious. Okay, so you say no superstition. So you don't believe in the walking under a ladder, the breaking the mirror, things like that?
Nah, I'm leaving that shit.
Okay.
The pole shit, you gotta walk on, can't walk with me. I don't believe in that shit.
But in the pole, you know what? I do that, and even though I know and I don't, I still do it. Right? Like even as a grown up, sometimes I'll be motherfuckers, you fucking around, split the motherfucking pole, man, and then beating the backtrack and just some dumb shit, right? Like, but this is the things that we do to ourselves. And I don't think it's.
I remember doing that as a kid.
Yeah.
And don't stepping on the cracks and shit.
Yeah, don't step
on the crack, break your mama back. I remember that shit, but that shit is an adult. I step all on the goddamn crack.
Look, America's infrastructure is terrible at this point. There's cracks everywhere. And look, I ain't got time to be playing hopscotch. I'm too old. My knees bad. Look, it is. Yeah. Damn that. Fuck that. Okay. So we were talking about cultural beliefs. Do you think that black people have a cultural, for lack of a better word, creature? The only thing I could halfway come up with was Candyman, but I don't even know if that necessarily counts.
No, because I mean everybody did the boogeyman shit when they were kids, but that shit ain't nothing. No, only thing I can say is I'm gonna tell your daddy when he get home. That shit.
That's the real boogeyman.
That shit. Yeah. Fuck.
Man, look. That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm gonna start deviating. Whatever, I don't know when it started. I don't know when it was cool. But the problem started when y'all stopped putting the belt to the behind. And I'm saying this as a child who got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, when you don't teach the boundaries and you don't let them feel the boundaries and understand them, look, shit, motherfucker can go flying off the handle. And so, yeah, when we as a culture decided, like, oh, we ain't gonna do that shit no more, that's when shit got real fucked up.
Oh, and for those of y'all who didn't have a dad, your teacher tell you she gonna call your mama at work.
Oh,
Oh, nigga. Oh shit. That anticipation.
yeah.
And then if your mama actually show up from work, oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Are you in the class and you get that call on the PA system?
Ooh.
Oh, if you ain't never experienced it, and excuse me, not always just for the mom, but it's like, look, man, I used to be the only one getting that because I used to be in the fucking, excuse me, like in the little gifted classes, so everybody else is upstanding citizens and shit, and got to be the only nigga in the class doing some old off the wall shit. And then you hear that little thing come on every time I start sweating. I'm like, damn, they about to call my motherfucking name. I know I'm finna go to the office for some stupid shit. Some shit I probably forgot I even did. And yeah, so yeah, that little feeling, that little bottom of your stomach when your name actually get called, but then you kind of be like, fuck it, because you make that little trip in the hallway, by the class, I'm finna get some shit, might as well enjoy it. But yeah, that motherfucking day.
Oh, I kind of got one on there.
Okay, what you got?
There's a mythical item that I'm sure done got more black kids ass whooped than probably anything else on this damn planet.
Mm.
The grocery basket.
Grocery basket?
Yeah, I don't have to tell y'all why. Every nigga know about why you get your ass whooped with that goddamn grocery basket. Because we all done it. Even after your parents told you specifically not to do a specific thing, and your ass fuck around and stop paying attention and do that very specific thing. And the look on your mama's face when she turn around and look, bruh. That one and Legos.
Bro.
Your mama fuck around and step on one of them Legos, bro.
Have you ever been on the other side? I've been a grown man
Yes.
on the receiving end of the back.
To both.
Now I'm just,
Both.
I understand. I respect it now.
Yes.
At the time, well, you overreacting now. I understand.
Shit
You know what I'm
hurt.
saying? Like, I understand. I seen some shit the other day, a little meme talking about get off work 12 hours and the chicken still ain't defrosted. I understand why my mama was mad. I think Beyond put that shit up the other day. That shit had me fucking dying. Because, yeah, as an adult, you see a completely different perspective on life when you have to do adult shit. You know what I mean? So, there's that. Baker Man, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Other Heidi is here. Yeah, okay. So I don't know, man. Like
that motherfucker scared me.
What was that?
Heidi's Instagram.
Heidi's Instagram?
Bro, every time she be posting shit, I be scared to look at that shit, bro. Heidi be posting some fucked up shit. And I asked her the same question. Where do you find this shit?
Heidi be stealing my sauce. That's all it is. I be giving Heidi all
Man, hell
no. I just don't want to put myself out there like that. But she be,
she be posting some weird shit.
That's funny. That's super funny. Yeah, it definitely is some off the wall activities taking place on that particular Instagram page. So, viewer beware. You go at your own risk. Let me see what y'all want to talk about. But yeah, man, like I said, it's just what's the weirdest superstition or that you've heard of?
The one that get me, even to this day, and some people believe in it. Look, if you believe in it, that's your thing. But I don't understand how somebody could walk into a house or any kind of domicile and start burning some shit and shaking that shit around to ward evil spirits away. You look crazy as hell. What are you doing?
Looked about burning sage.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And some people believe in that shit, bro.
That's interesting.
It just looks weird to me.
Okay. That's very interesting. What's another? It's another weird one. It's another weird household superstition. Uh, and just slipped my mind. Just slipped my mind. Oh man. But yeah, that is a crazy thing. I've always wondered where the origin of the burning sage was. Like that seems like some relatively new stuff going on. Cinnamon? How does the cinnamon work? Not familiar with that.
More than likely, one of the ladies don't know. Because they the ones that typically believe in stuff like that.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think women are more susceptible to that kind of thinking compared?
Because they deal more with possibility than probability, like we do. They literally make decisions on possibility, or make life. We don't, but we should.
Yeah, that right. Makes sense. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. So, all movies. What would you say is the scariest? I know you said the what you call them, Jason and Mike Myers were scary. What is the scariest movie you would say from your
Scariest
childhood?
movie I ever watched? Nah, it'd be Jason. Jason used to give me fucking nightmares.
Oh, for real, like
I
this.
used to have I used to have nightmares of that nigga all the
Oh,
time.
no shit.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
how do you feel about what's his name? Child's Play, Chucky.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. Chucky is funny as fuck. It's hilarious to me.
I wonder how you just get handled by a dog. Like I mean, I'm gonna think that's one killer I think I'd have to survive. I mean, it's a dog. You know what I mean? Comes down to it, yeah, maybe a little possessed, but it's still a damn dog. Um,
Yeah, that and what Tales from the Hood. Great fucking movie.
yeah, you're right. A lot of that shit was a
But do,
lot more human than fear.
but don't ever watch Tales from the Hood too. Y'all trust me. Don't ever watch that shit.
I
It's
haven't.
probably worse. It's worse than one of the Tubi movies. I guarantee you that. It is on that level, dog.
Whew, that's tough. That's tough, though. Cause those Tubi
That
movies, some of
that
them
is
movies are real
literally
bad.
one of the worst movies I've ever watched. I couldn't even finish it.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. See, but that's the
Once they
thing.
got to the scene where the fucking girl got pregnant and shit, and them shit stuff flying out everywhere, I'm like, nah, dog, I can't finish this shit.
All right. So, what about the Saw series? What are your thoughts on the Saw series?
I love the Saw series. I find it more interesting. It's not scary at all to me. I like I like the thought process behind everything. I wanna know the reason why he's doing what he's doing to these people, and I want to see how they react to what's going on. Because most of the time, it be people that be fronting, and then when they really get put in a position of danger, where it's either life or death, they always seem to show their true color. I just find that really interesting how people will react in a life or death situation. Curious.
Good point. All right, Mr. Illusion, you have a good one. Um, yeah, and that's why I say we were talking about when things gonna happen. I know you weren't here yesterday. We were talking about the lights go out. I think it's gonna be a very interesting situation because there's gonna be people you would never think would be capable of some of the things that they will be capable of. When your life is pressed up against the line, uh, shit, you'll react in ways you just never thought
And
possible.
and if I got put in that situation, what would I do?
Oh man.
That's also a point.
So do you think that's what makes scary movies scary? Um, that people put themselves in the position of the victims.
Yeah, of course. But it's
That's what.
also what makes them infuriate. because we all know you got that one person in your house that as soon as the white bitch trip, she cussing off the TV.
Yeah.
We all know. And
Yeah.
this bitch that trip, yeah, it's always somebody.
Yeah. I did not know. I used to always think that was just some TV shit for a long time. But I did not realize how active some people are watching television. Like, it is really interesting. It's actually, I find it very interesting. Like, because I don't know if I have the mindset to just place myself within the story. I always look at shit like as an observer. You know what I mean? Not necessarily as relating to characters so much, or it might be a character I like, but putting myself within it. Like, so I guess maybe I look at it differently. But to be able to put yourself and immerse yourself in a story in a world like that, some people are actually able to do that. I find that very interesting. I think they're enjoying stories more than I am, or TV shows more than I feel like I'm missing out.
I mean, I used to be like that. Now more than anything, I want to be surprised. Like I want something to fool me off of, to be hit with something I don't even see coming. What really irritates me is when the character makes some of the dumbest fucking decisions. You be like, this stupid motherfucker. I hate that shit. That will make me stop watching something. Like if they just do too much stupid shit over and over again, like what was it? God damn it. The two fucking meth cookers. What's the name of that show?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Bro, it took me a while to finish that shit. Because Jesse and this nigga was doing so much dumb ass shit, I turned it off. I just watched it. I was like, come on, bro. You can't make that fucking stupid.
Yeah. But you got to realize
shit out of me.
they was green, but you know what I'm saying? Well, Jesse was green in his own right because he was just playing with some peons. And, Walt was just, he's trying to apply, he was trying to apply the book smarts to the street smart. He was trying to find that way to make it. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of conflict. But, yeah, I definitely see it. I can definitely see it. Yeah, that's
and then his dumbass wife, oh my God. Jeez, I couldn't stand that one.
Oh, man. Look, now that's a great actress. And I'm going to tell you why she's a great actress. Because anybody who can make you hate a person so much that you never want to see them in another role ever again, like if you see them in another role and you're like, that's fucking Scott, I hate that bitch. Like, and you can't get the motherfucker out of that old role and into that new, like, that's a good act. That's a good actor or actor. Like, and that bitch made me fucking hate that. Oh, so many times. Like, now Breaking Bad had me. Yeah, Skyler had me want to strangle the motherfucker. Like, Walt, kill that bitch. Just like, you can do it, Walt. The family ain't that important. Look, just bond with your son. He'll get over. Like, oh, it's just, that shit used to eat me alive, bro. It used to, it used to kill me so much. Like,
her, but also the agent, his wife. I couldn't stand her ass either.
Yeah. Oh, you knew they were sisters.
And Jesus Christ, I just had the Ozarks. His wife.
Oh, I didn't finish
his daughter, his dumb ass daughter.
Yeah. See, now I ain't gonna lie. Like, them two on the Ozarks kind of made it a little strange. But like I said, I gotta catch up because I think I watched the first 2 seasons of the Ozarks. I don't know. Like I said, I've been out the loop. I need to catch up and finish watching the Ozarks. I did actually like that show. But yeah, like that's that. Ooh, that nigga wife was but she was just a dumbass, like a just real fucking idiot. Like Skylar, I hated that broad. She was manipulative, just vindictive, and just on some other stuff. But the other bitch, she's just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the daughter's just super dumb. I want to be a part of something.
Yep.
I'm stupid. But yeah, it's like, them motherfuckers there, bro. Like,
oh, and the preacher from The Walking Dead. I want to kill that nigga myself.
I can't.
I want to kill that nigga myself.
I'm
if you don't pick up the goddamn knife and hit that motherfucker, bro, I was
uh,
screaming at this nigga, bro.
yeah, yeah, bro. And the thing that saved me with him, the shit that saved me with him and not going in, like if I wouldn't have seen The Wire first, and this would have been
True.
my first, time seeing this nigga as an actor and that he would forever be the preacher. Like that's who he would be for me.
Yeah.
He's still a whole ass cop from The Wire. He was a hoe on The Wire. Like he tried to like get cool. I think
I mean,
he was
yes,
50-50.
yes and no.
Yeah,
I mean, Herc was worse. The white ball was worse.
really.
Hell yeah, Herc was worse. Yes.
I gotta think. But Herc was a whole ass nigga. Herc kind of tried to soften up a little bit. Cause didn't Herc end up being like a driver or something by the end of this? No, he did. No, he did. No, he didn't. That was somebody else. He ended up becoming like
No,
a
Herc was the
sergeant.
bald white dude,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
partner.
yeah. But then he become like he leveled up before the end of that shit. I forgot what he got to. But
I don't remember that shit. I ain't watched that shit in so long.
yeah, that shit was.
But I highly recommend it. If you ain't never seen The Wire, that shit is good.
Hey, Cartier.
Very good show.
Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but The Walking Dead had me frustrated because what's her name had me frustrated at first too, but then she got real gangster. What was her name? Not was it Carolyn? Carolyn, whatever her name
No,
is.
Carolyn.
Yeah. She
I love Carolyn before it was all over. I hated her at first.
Yeah.
But she became one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah. That's what
she was cold blooded.
Yeah.
I loved it. And Daryl, the one with the crossbow,
yeah.
I think he was probably my favorite character. Because he was with the shit. Now, the son, he was okay for a while. Then he really started to piss me off.
Niggas just used to be tripping, bro.
Oh, I'm like, this little motherfucker. You ain't Rick, bro. Go sit your ass down somewhere. And then Rick turned into a bitch ass nigga. I'm like, oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. Then Wakanda, she was okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, just give me one. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Just let me put you on. Y'all in the stream. Y'all don't even know what I'm saying. All right. Hold on. My bad, Dan folk. Things happen. You still there, Mr. True? Pardon me, y'all. We just had to take care of a small matter. So yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of characters there, man, that will make you hate them, right? But again, you got to look behind that. You got to look at the actor or actress themselves, and you got to give them credit because they played a fucking role that they played a role so well that it may have tarnished their careers. Like
Mm.
you got to think about some of these actors and actors have probably been like went up for other roles. And motherfuckers like, nah, you always gonna be, so and so. You're gonna be typecast now because you played that role. So like Cole. Cole could never be anything other than Cole, right? Because
Right.
it's always what you're gonna see him at. Oh,
Yeah. Ezel,
yeah,
same thing.
yeah. It don't matter what you do. Like people don't even call them by their real name. They call them by the character name. You know what I mean? So you can definitely typecast yourself into a situation where hey, it might just be you might play yourself out of a job. That's kind of messed up, but I guess that's just the way it is.
Oh, that last opponent, $1 million baby.
I've never seen
Oh,
Million Dollar Baby.
I want the kid. I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm gonna have
That
to
is a great fucking movie, Huncho.
I'm gonna have to watch it.
I
I
think
heard
you would really like it. You
really.
would enjoy it.
All right,
Yes,
we'll check it out.
just like the art that it takes.
Yeah,
I think that's something you would identify with. You get it.
I'm gonna check it out. I need to watch something good. I need to finish some couple of shows that I fucking started. I got a couple of things I need to finish, but I need a good movie. Yeah, something like that, something to get you fired up, something to get you pumped up, and ready to
Yeah,
fight
it's a
somebody.
little slow. It's a little slow in the beginning, as they build the character arc and shit.
Yeah.
But once it get going, it get real good. And then, yeah, I got into it toward the end, especially.
Okay. What's a movie you watched that you didn't think that you would like that you turned out really enjoying?
I'm gonna have to say the Green Mile.
Really?
I had no interest in watching,
Mhm.
but the girl I was with at the time, she insisted on it because she loved it. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this shit, and I fucking love that movie. It's a great fucking movie. Definitely a classic. I can watch that shit anytime it come on.
Okay. Well, I forgot one like that. But I'm like you. It's kind of to the point now. I feel like I can predict everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I lose interest. I've been feeling like that as far back as I can remember. I know, like when I really started paying attention to it, I started like getting bored. Which it was like around Life, the movie Life, and it wasn't that the movie was boring,
Yeah.
but it was predictable, right?
Very.
And so like we went as a group of friends. I want to say it was like in high school or something, and I'm just like, man, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen, and just like calling it out. And the chick was next to me, like, how you know? How you know? It's like it's predictable. It's like I'm not saying the shit wasn't fun. I was laughing my ass off, but it's just kind of like you're just like, yeah. It kind of turned you. I'm looking for a story that hasn't been told yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired. Like I feel like in the West, we've heard all the stories we can tell. Like we just keep recycling shit into a different form, but it's the same story. Like I feel like you said, I need something surprising. I need a shot. It needs to be a twist, something so unexpected. It's like, oh damn, like a jaw dropping to make you want to go rewatch it. What did I miss that didn't tell me that this was about to happen? Well, that's the type of shit I'm trying to find, but it's few and far in between. So yeah, I don't
Have
know.
Have you ever seen Lucky Number 11?
I've heard about it. I want to feel like I did when I started watching it. That movie is it seems very familiar. I'm aware with the assassins, ain't it, or something like that?
Kind of so, yes, kind of so, yes. That movie is like once you've seen it, though, it kind of ruins it for you. Like it does not have high rewatch value,
Yeah.
but it's very good. Like it will because it fooled me. I didn't see that shit coming.
Hmm.
I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, I was surprised, and that made me more intrigued. But I liked it.
What about the old man in
It's
Squid
kind of
Game?
I've never watched Squid.
Well, I just ruined it for you.
No, I never watched that. I ain't never watched Tiger motherfucker. I ain't never watched what the gay nigga singing, whatever fucking show that was. I ain't never watched that shit.
We're talking about Empire.
Yeah, I ain't never seen.
No.
I ain't never seen none of the shit that Project like 50 Cent. I ain't never watched none of that.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you this. All that stuff, and I feel you. I watched the Tiger thing. I'm not gonna say, oh, you just gotta watch it. At the time, it was 2020. Everybody was going crazy. You should have watched it. But now, nah, it's terrible. But Squid Game, watch it. I recommend it.
I'll watch it when I get my Netflix back in the year.
Because it's one of those things. Here's the things that like with like Asian storytellers to me that they're really good at. They're really good at creating moral dilemmas. And when you watch
Yeah,
animes and things like that,
yeah.
they find ways to just put you in a position that's so fucked up, and it's like, damn, that's a tough fucking decision to have to make. Like, and they are the masters of that shit.
That's why I like anime.
Hmm.
I figured out I like the storyline.
Yeah,
Like okay, and then some of it is pretty original. Some of it it just makes you think.
yeah,
Like
absolutely.
holy shit.
They have ways of putting shit in there that you know you don't expect. Like, it'll be a small role somewhere early in the season, and then before it's all said and done, that little thing that you forgot about will be a huge piece of the story. Like, they just have a way. Their storytelling to me is but it's definitely much better than what we do in the West. But it's like, how can you tell stories like that with live action? Is that possible, or must it be told in an animation format for it to be truly compelling?
And another thing is off with fucked up shit that go on, bro. Like what was this one? It's an anime, but this nigga is like the strongest fighter in the world, and this nigga,
Baki?
yeah, I think yeah, him.
No.
That nigga, God, that nigga is the definition of savage. That is some of the most savage shit I've ever seen in my life.
No.
I was like, what the fuck? This nigga beat the shit out of his own son, bro.
Yeah.
And he killed his mama in front of him.
The
He
Baki.
told him to come back when you're really ready to fight. Like, God damn, nigga. What's wrong with you, bro?
And nigga, Baki got me to. I had to stop watching Baki when them niggas pulled out Muhammad Ali, bro. When them niggas,
Oh, I ain't see all that.
yeah, it was something he started training. He was like, yeah, with Muhammad Ali, and this nigga out here training, and I get it. Maybe they were showing respect to Muhammad Ali or some shit because they were saying one of the dudes trained with him or something. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm done with this.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali couldn't do none of that, man.
Yeah. But they were talking about how he had hands and how he was such a powerful fighter. Like, but they gave him like a lot of homage or whatever. But it was still just,
No.
yeah, I don't know about that one. You'll have to miss me with the Ali reference. But yeah.
This nigga was crushing niggas' skulls and shit, bro. Like, nah. No, that's a whole different kind of ferocity.
Yeah, it's a wild ordeal. Y'all gonna pardon me? I haven't eaten all day, so yeah. had to consume. So, yeah, okay. We ventured all over a wide variety of things.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and let somebody else call in. Maybe they
Uh,
decide to or not.
we'll see. Well, that's a bet.
So Miss Grace, Miss Bell, get ready.
Miss Bell she ain't gonna share her fears with us. Miss Bell's
I
afraid to
don't
share
think
her
so.
fear. No, I don't think she will. No, I don't think so.
Maybe, maybe not.
Miss Bell's a tough woman.
I guess. But all right, man.
All right. How about Mr. True? All right. Yeah, y'all gotta pardon me. So yeah, face got stuff on my face. Players fuck up. Yeah, it is what it is. But so very interesting. Like ASMR for y'all. You feel me? All right. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
D the Gamma.
D the Gamma. Phi Slammer Gamma. How are you doing this evening?
I'm okay, Hunter. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, man. So we're talking about superstitions, we're talking about fears, we're talking about different beliefs and things that may be abnormal. Do you have any superstitions, Miss D the Gamma?
Well, it might sound funny, but the one we do today is about my hair. Like when I brush my hair or go and get my hair trimmed, I take all my hair flavors. Uh, the superstition is if somebody gets your hair, they can put a root on to get in. So, or the birds get it and make a mess and give you a headache.
That's what happened when the birds get it. You get the headaches.
Yeah.
I knew about leaving the hair around somebody trying to put something on you, but I didn't know what the birds got. That's what they have. Okay. I definitely, I definitely, yeah, definitely got to keep the little shades, got to keep the little extras. I get annoyed when like done something and interest to take the lead and be didn't took like sometimes with little dreads they have little pieces to be taken. Hey, I need that. Like I need to keep all my little ends. You might not like the tip I left you. You might try to put some bad juju on me or something. I don't know. Do you like to watch scary movies, Miss D again?
Yes, I do. But since I got older, I watch them during the day. I don't watch them at night.
What? What? What you mean you don't watch them at night?
Because at night, I'm usually in the house by myself because my son be going to work. And this is a big old house. And I be hearing all kind of stuff at night. And so, yeah, we not doing that. My mind will be playing tricks on me. So, no. Mm-mm.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that. What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, I put it in the comments, but I don't know if you remember the Wishmasters.
I've heard of Wishmaster. I don't think I've ever seen it though.
I like those. I think it was like three or four of them. I know it was a lot of them, but I like those. And like The Hills Have Eyes.
That. So, like with the Wishmaster, what was like the premise of the Wishmasters?
he would grant people's wishes, and then the people would do all these ridiculous wishes, and at the end of it, sometimes they would end up dying or killing somebody else or just whatever. Like they never got really the wish that they really wanted. Like it would always end bad for them.
Okay. So kind of be careful what you wish for type thing.
Like it was like he's the devil or something. So like you making a deal with the devil, you think you're gonna get this $1,000,000, but you get the $1,000,000 and then something messed up happened and then you die. So you don't get to enjoy the $1,000,000.
Yeah, get fucked up. So like when the Wishmaster, like when he encounters people, like how does he pick people? Are these just random motherfuckers or people conjured up the Wishmaster? Like how does that work?
It all started with some kind of box, and I think the box got passed around to people, and he kind of gets conjured up, if I can remember, because it's been so long since I've watched them.
That's fucked up. You got some fucked up partners that give you the box. I mean, just because you going through hard times and made a bad wish, you know. See, the problem is, see, somebody just went in there. Hey, you know what? I went well now because I'm thinking of it now. See, now you got the idea in my head. I'm like thinking of a wish that could be good for everybody, but shit, there was always a way to make it bad. You gotta say make world peace, but this shit, you just kill everybody in the world, and the world is at peace. And you get your wish, everybody in the motherfucker. So yeah, I can see how I can get real fucked up real fast. Okay, that's interesting. So that was the scariest movie for you, or that was just your favorite? Woman?
That was my favorite. Um, Growing up, there was this movie called The Gargoyle. I was a kid, and that movie had me spooked where I couldn't even go to sleep.
So like, was it based on like like an actual gargoyle, like a stone gargoyle coming to life type thing, or was it a different?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. And as a kid, you go and see buildings with the gargoyles on them. So I never thought they came to life.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that kind of messed me up. But looking at it as an adult, the movie was lame.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's some shit when you're a kid, you watch, it's just because your imagination is different as a child, until you kind of, experience some reality. So it's certain shit you watch as a kid, and that shit will fuck with you. Oh, how does that? And then you grow up, you're like, what the fuck was that? That shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. What's wrong with me? But yeah, I can definitely see that. Okay. Um, okay, what were we talking about? So you mentioned about somebody being able to take your hair and put a root on you. You think that so do you believe that these things are real and have real effects, that voodoo and things like that?
Well, I could only speak on from what I actually went through. When I was in Job Corps, there was a girl named Maddie, and she was from New Orleans, and she claimed to be a practicing witch, voodoo, whatever you want to call it. And she did this ritual thing because she hated this other girl. We both didn't like the girl, but Maddie did this some kind of ritual, and I actually watched her do it. She took a spider and she put it in a box, and she had some kind of little sand. She put it in the box with the spider, and she said something, and she was trying to work this root on this girl. And the next day, I woke up and I had sleep paralysis. Like I couldn't get off the bed.
Yeah.
And I thought it backfired on me. I don't know if it's true or whatever, but like I woke up and could not move off the bed.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it backfired on the girl that she was trying to put it on and got on me. So I stopped hanging around her. Like I was literally done. after that. But she got in trouble and they kicked her off campus. So
Yeah, you over here playing with spiders and conjuring up demons and shit. Like, I'm just trying to get a nap. Um, yeah, that's some wild stuff though. Like, yeah, that sleep paralysis shit ain't no joke. That shit scary than a motherfucker. Like, to be alert
yeah.
and not have no like, that's a man. Look, I'm telling you, there's certain things that are scarier than death. Right? People don't realize that, and just it's just certain things that are. Hey, man, look, I don't even know. But yeah, I've had it happen once or not twice. But yeah, they call it the devil riding your back. So you said you saw the girl
Yep.
practice, and she was from New Orleans, so there's almost no surprise there. There is a definite association with the entire state of New Orleans. No, the state of New Orleans. Look at me, state of Louisiana. It might as well be the state of New Orleans. The entire state of Louisiana definitely has some kind of association with that type of behavior. And I'm not saying that everybody in Louisiana does, not all, not everybody in Louisiana does. I'm just saying the state had people associate that with that kind of behavior. So I'm not surprised. Um, okay, that's very peculiar. So you said that. Have you ever thought about trying to do something like that to somebody?
No. Mm-mm. Never. And I don't know why I was with her when she did all this. Like I said, we were, I wouldn't say friends, but we associated the whole time that I was there before this incident happened. And she was cool, but that right there, I was like glad she was gone. And it's crazy because that night after all that happened, like there was a red moon, and like I remember it, and I just felt like, I had to pray and everything because I felt like that spirit was just there, like it was an evil spirit that she had brought there. So, I mean, I was so happy when she got sent home, but like that was as far as I wanted to get to anything like that. And like Roger said, it was definitely demonic.
You think people carry spirits around them and don't even know it?
Oh yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do. Like I'm not gonna really put up business out there, but like people in that I've been around, I've seen them go from one extreme to the next, and in my mind, I feel like it has to be something demonic in them to make them change like that, because it's so far out of their normal behavior that it has to be something.
You say it's like bipolar type behavior, or it's something different?
No, like just mean and evil and hateful towards people that they wasn't like that before, you know, will cuss you out for the smallest things. And I just think it's just evil. Like, what happened to this person where they carry themselves every day in a mean um, demeanor? Like, never smiles, never hear them laugh anymore. And it's just like they're ready to go to war with anybody at any given time for anything.
So you say these are people who started off being good people, they just changed?
That could be it, but I feel like it's something deeper,
Do you think it's the type of
honestly.
person who would dabble in something like that?
So I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I don't be around them anymore. Like I pray for them all the time, and whatever goes on, I'm away from them, so I don't deal with it. I keep it away from me.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. I definitely believe that. Call it aura, energy, spirit. You call it whatever helps you define it. But I do believe that people do carry like bad around with them, and when you can kind of get around it, you can feel it. Like I don't like that type of shit. Like, I don't like negative energy around me. Like for real negative energy. Like, and if I know
Mhm.
I'm being negative, like I don't try to put my negative energy on people. So, like, I know how that can be, and that's why I say we got like our own little Bluetooth system, so we can pass that type of energy along. But Miss D, the Phi Slamma Yamma, do you think that black people have their own, and I have a hard way of putting it, I guess, urban legends? That might be the best way to put it. Their own urban legends. You know, how many cultures have their myths and legends of ghosts and different things? What do you think is a black
Mhm.
urban legend?
Well, in the neighborhood I grew up in, we had one, and we called him Jan Jan the Booty Man.
Jan, the Booty Man.
Yeah.
What
And I don't
is
know,
going
I
on?
never seen him, but they said he was going around raping little boys.
Oh no.
But I never seen him, don't know who he is, but that's what I heard in the neighborhood of Jan Jan the Booty Man. They always say, keep your little boys in the house or try to keep an eye on them because he will get the little boys and rape them.
They knew Jan the Booty Man was his plan. Why was Jan still alive? Like y'all knew where Jan lived? Like this person existed?
But I mean, I don't know.
It's just like a
Like you
rumor
said,
that
it was a
it was
legend, a
it was
urban
just
legend.
it was just somebody was
I
just
don't
out
know if
there
they ever
that they
called him or anything.
this nigga got a name. Y'all damn near gave him a song. Jan the Booty Man. What? That's worse than Booty Warrior. Like what the hell? Oh man, this nigga name rhyme and shit. This shit, Booty Warrior. Wish his name was Jan the Booty Man. What kind of shit is going on? But I get it though because there are those kind of rumors and things. There was a there was a name going around of an individual, but this individual existed. So yeah, this person was a little worse. Well, I won't even say it was worse than Jan the Booty Man, but there were allegations of an individual who engaged in necrophilia, right?
Mm.
Because
Mhm.
the individual used to work, I believe, at a morgue or a funeral home. I can't remember which one, but apparently got caught engaging in some type of necrophilia. So yeah, he got a very
Wow.
interesting nickname, and I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. I'm not gonna go into it, but yeah. So there's always those little weird, disgusting motherfuckers in the hood, you know. So you know, be careful of that.
Oh yeah, and there was another one. I don't know. I think it was everybody, but the Bell Witch. We had the Bell Witch thing going around.
Yeah, the Bill Witch. Tell me about that.
They were saying that it kind of like the Candy Man. You could conjure her up like by a mirror or out in the field or something, and she'll come and kill you. I don't know, but I just heard the story of Bell Witch, and somebody might know better than me, but I just vaguely remember somebody talking about the Bell Witch growing up.
It was one. There was a little urban legend. I don't remember. I can't remember the whole thing, but it was something about a girl. I want to say because it was down this long little pathway, and there was like a tree at the end, if I recall. And apparently, I can't remember if she hung herself or something got killed over there, something crazy. And they would
Mhm.
say that her spirit would be, on this little thing. People would go out there or odd things happening. You know what I'm saying? So I can't remember the name of what they used to call it. It's been so long. But I don't necessarily go looking for too many allegedly haunted places. But I've had a
Well,
weird
they did a
experience.
movie based on the Bell Witch. I can't now remember the name of it, but it actually came in the movie theater, and I remember vaguely that people were getting sick. I guess because the way The film was shot.
Oh, you talking about the Blair Witch Project?
That was based on, yeah,
Man,
that right
look,
there.
I was one of them people. Like that shit gave me a headache. I watched that shit. I'm mad that you brought this memory back. I watched that shit in the movie theater. I remember I was with my partner, the one who be doing the movies now. Shout out to my boy. We watched that shit because I had no intention of really watching. And I'm like, I sat in the front row, and I remember looking up and just like by the end of the movie, it was just like, ah, my head. And this shit was just, it was terrible. Like there was nothing scary about the man. That was the movie that made me stop like liking fucking modern or more modern horror movies. Like, this shit sucks. You know,
Mhm.
I think some of the little insidious ones might have been cool. I know there was a couple of paranormal activities. I think the first one was all right. And they
Yeah.
nowadays there's not horror movies like back in the day. You had like these legendary, scary ass characters. Like they knew how to instill fear and suspense. Now you just got like jump scares. You know, it's
Yeah.
not really scary. So you're not afraid. You're like damn when that thing or that creature or that person whatever stalks like you feel a real fear. Now you're just like so yeah, I'm just gonna pop out the fucking box or some shit. So yeah. It's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like the Final Destination.
oh, Final.
Did you like
Oh,
those?
look, Final. See, that's how you know a movie's good. Final Destination left marks on me to this day. If I see a damn truck, look, I better not see no logging truck. I better not see no. I'm double checking the plane. Like I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
that motherfucking me. Look, even getting in the bathtub, I gotta watch, make sure the cords ain't sliding around and shit. Like Final Destination found a way to make you be afraid of everything. Like you worried about everything. Like, man, what the fuck is going on? I'm telling you, that shit altered my the habits of how I moved around. Goddamn, Final Destination was crazy. Oh, it was one. The I don't know if many people seen it, but it was actually pretty good. The Babadook, I want to say it was called.
Mm,
I think it was called a Babadook. East Side
I
Hero, what's
don't
the
think I've
motherfucking
seen that.
deal? Trail, what's the motherfucking deal? Yeah, like I think it was called the Babadook, and it was actually pretty good because I was like, it was a little weird, but then when you watch it to the end, and you get it, like, oh, it's like okay, and it's actually pretty good. It's like oh, that wasn't bad, you know. It has
Hmm.
some little moments to it, but yeah, it's definitely if you get a
I
chance,
have to
guys.
check that out. I haven't seen that.
Got what it was on, man. Uh, you said with the who from Power? I don't know who from Power. I've never seen Power. So, yeah, say yeah. So okay. So speaking about urban legends and little things like that, how do you feel about Halloween? How do you feel about people?
Well, Halloween is my favorite holiday,
Really? Why is
actually,
that?
because me and my daughter, I mean, she's grown now, but every year me and her would get together, we'd dress up, we'd go trick or treat. And we did that until she turned 15. And it was just something we like to do. And to this day, I still dress up every Halloween. I don't never really go anywhere, but I do it just for the spirit of the holiday. You know, if I go to a function or something, then yeah, I'll dress up for it. But 9 times out of 10, I just do it for the sake of the holiday because I like doing makeup. I like changing my hair, and it's not so much for the spooking and scaring people. I don't really care for that. But I do pass out candy every year for the children. So I mean, yeah, I
Do
like
you
that.
give out candy corn?
No, but I like candy corn, but
What?
I don't give it out.
Don't nobody like candy. These are lies. Nobody likes candy corn. This is
I mean, I could eat it. It's not like the worst thing for me is anything licorice.
licorice. Yeah, I can understand licorice. I fuck with Twisters though. It's the black licorice that I think that
That black licorice is what I'm talking about. That's the nastiest. And then black jelly beans.
yeah, that's
Mm-mm.
funny. I was just thinking about them damn jelly beans. That's some good ass. I ain't had jelly beans in a long time actually. I fuck with jelly beans. I fuck with them, but I don't fuck with them. It's certain ones I fuck with. I forgot them. There's some real good ones that I used to fuck with. I can't remember what they're called.
Mhm.
But okay, so I want to make sure you ain't just handing out boatloads of candy corn to the children because that's you'd be a terrible person if you was doing that. So when I asked Trill about a movie, a particular series of movies, Saw. How do you feel about the Saw series? Have you watched that?
I love the songs. I loved all of them. Like I really wish they would come out with another one
Ain't they
because I
supposed
love the
they
songs.
supposed to be coming out with another one? I think like real soon, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw a trailer for one, not maybe a couple of months, maybe a month or so. Not too
Oh,
far.
really?
I think I did, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say there's a new Saw. Cause I was like, what the fuck, Saw? Another Saw? God damn. I thought the nigga was dead and gone and then some. But yeah, so but I think I stopped at like Saw maybe 4 or 5 somewhere. Cause I'd be honest, like when
Mhm.
these series got like so many look, I stopped at the second one on Fast and Furious. Uh I think, it's a bunch more Lord of the Rings. I think I caught the first three. I watched all like that first
Mhm.
Harry Potter. All these movies with all these extra sequels. I ain't nobody got time for all that. So I just got to get the
Mhm.
short version. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it. Like I'm actually trying to figure out what I'm gonna dress up like this Halloween.
What are the
'Cause
options?
like I gotta give out the little candy, so I'm gonna do what I do.
Just don't do Velma because they didn't play Velma out. Let me see what else they didn't play it out. Got a free pass to do. I guess just don't do Velma.
Yeah, but that's all I got. I'll let somebody else call in.
All righty, Miss Dita Gamma. I appreciate you calling in and chopping it up with me this evening. I hope you have a good evening. And
All right, Hunter. Thank you for taking my call.
yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Hey, what Dita Gamma finna do right now? She gonna do what women do. Fuck that nigga, Hunch. I'm finna go be Velma right now. She gonna order that. She gonna order the Velma costume right now. Dita Gamma gonna be Velma for Halloween. She gonna post in the Discord. Shout out to Dita Gamma. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
I heard you call. I heard you call my name out earlier, so I figured I'd finally call in this week.
What? I did no such
No.
thing. I would never do such a thing.
Oh
I,
yeah.
me,
Whatever.
me call out Miss Bell. I would never. I said that you're a tough lady. You wouldn't want to show us your vulnerable side, your fears. So
Absolutely.
okay. So what is the scariest movie that you've ever watched?
It's called Last House on the Left. It's a 1970s suspense horror movie.
But what's the premise of it?
Huh?
What is the premise of The Last House on the Left?
Basically, it's a sorority house with um, the 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 last scene in it is that there's a rocking chair and there's nobody in it and it keeps rocking. It's one of those ones that there's a lot of suspense buildup, and so by the end it can scare the bejeebies out of you. And I had this best guy pal when I was growing up, and he absolutely loved horror movies. So the only deal that we had, this is our ritual, is that he get to watch whatever horror movie he wanted, but afterwards we always had to watch a comedy.
Interesting. Very.
So it offset it.
All right. So you said Last House on the Left. That sounds. I think that my belief is that older movies are better, have better storytelling because they didn't have all the special effects and you kind of had to find a way to tell a story. You had to kind of get creative. Nowadays,
more
you just
suspense.
computerize everything, But yeah, I think suspense has a greater impact or is a greater contributor to fear than just some crazy looking shit that you just throw on screen like a lot of people do nowadays. So
I haven't watched a lot of his. I'm sorry, I haven't watched a lot of his movies, but I couldn't think of how to spell his freaking name. M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh,
he's a director.
Yeah, he's a.
Yeah. He does a lot of good suspense movies.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? When we talk about suspense movies, it depends, right? Because you can build up suspense and then have this big fucking letdown. Like, the suspense has to be. It has to like be worth
Go to the end.
And it's not
Go
even
right to the end.
It doesn't even have to drag all the way out. It just has to be like when whatever is revealed or whatever the the whole premise of everything is displayed, like it needs to be working. It needs to be like a shock, like, oh, okay, and then like it. But when it's like, cause M. Night Shyamalan did some shit where he had a couple where the reveal or whatever the fuck you call it, it was ass, right? And it was just like, I just watched this movie and I'm gonna be honest, that kind of didn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? And he had something that was wrong, right? But it got to the point where he had a couple of them. I was just, I don't know, man, because I used to really like his movies. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's all bad, but he's got some good ones. He does have actually a few real good ones. Oh, he has.
Now, the one that probably scared the liver piss out of me was probably what was it, with Jack Nicholson? The
crazy motherfucker, The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining. The Shining. Yep. And that, yeah. And the wife was from, she played Olive Oil on Popeye. I can't remember her name. But yeah, that scared the piss out of me because when we watched it, it was wintertime and it had been snowing. And so to watch a horror movie about being snowed in and being snowed in was even, it added to the bulk of it. Yeah, I'm not too keen on arachnophobia. I don't mind spiders. I just can't overdo that.
Arachnophobia was a crazy thing. It was kind of goofy.
It was, but it was just like creeped. Ugh. Anaconda was not horror, but it was just same sort of thing. Made your skin crawl.
Okay. So we talk about like cultural, I guess, kind of urban legends, for lack of a better phrase. What do you say were some of the cultural legends that you grew up with?
Two that I remember is that one, we had this place, it ended up being a state park, and it was called the Gates of Hell. And every Halloween, it was like a ton of teenagers would go there and find out if, the spirits were going to let you pass. And basically what it was is it was a house that had burnt down, and the base or the foundation was still there, and then there was just this big wrought iron fence that was in the front of it that surrounded it. So it just, and at night, and it's all in a forest area, it gave it a lot of more potency to the stories.
So did you cross the gates of hell, Miss Bell?
Did I what?
Did you cross the gates of hell?
Once or twice, but it was usually during the daytime.
Boo.
I'm crazy, not stupid.
Boo. Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, there's a whole urban culture, or urban legend with all that stuff too. Yeah, that the woods were haunted, and different things. And then in my neighborhood, they ended up having there was a blue van. Like the police were telling everybody in the town, if you see a blue van, call in, because they were abducting kids. And so, when we walked home from school, which was like a half a mile, there was about 5 or 6 of us. We all walked together. So it was like, make sure everybody was there before they were all going to their house for, like, I don't know, 2 months or something like that.
Did anybody know you get abducted by the blue van?
Nope. But it made us all kind of stick together until we got through it, though. Those are kind of like childhood bonding moment shit.
So, do you believe that there are ghosts, Ms. Bell?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what I believe. I haven't actually seen any, so for me to actually say that, no. In theory, yeah, it's good in theory, but I have not actually seen one.
So, do you keep an open mind towards the possibility of ghosts?
Yeah. But until proven otherwise, I don't see any sense in investing in it.
Do you know anyone who believes they've seen a ghost?
Huh?
I said, do you know anyone who believes that they've seen a ghost?
Yeah, a lot of people back home, because the houses are like 200 years old and stuff. I mean, you're talking old New England houses that, I mean, some of them are upwards of 300 years old.
Either Gamma, you say you've seen a ghost? We might have to.
Yeah, I definitely want to revisit that. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, we had things like Amityville Horror. I grew up probably maybe an hour, 45 minutes north of Salem, Massachusetts, where you had all the witchy stuff. And so, I mean, it sort of is what it is.
So you didn't ever encounter like any dealing with the alleged witchy stuff, or do people think that was just a lot of crazy time?
We had a neighbor in their house that they had do you remember the Simon game?
Yeah.
Okay. It had no batteries in it, and it was playing by itself.
Science.
There were no batteries in it.
Pseudoscience.
Yeah. So, I mean, things like that happen.
So my thing is this though: did you play, like, since there was no batteries, and it was like, so did you like not take advantage of?
I was told of that story. I wasn't a witness to it.
I played it. I was like, shit, fuck it. Batteries, why not? Like, batteries expensive now. Shit, I'm sure it should play something that start playing without batteries. Okay.
Then wasn't there something about superstition, or was it tradition?
Oh, well, superstitions, they're having a cultural, some of them having a cultural background. Sometimes it can be just superstitions you came up with on your own. Do you have any superstitions, Ms. Bell?
Well, I don't know. I guess the only thing that I did as an adult was I didn't do any laundry or I took my shower the day before New Year's, because you weren't allowed to take a shower or sweep, because it meant that you would wash somebody or sweep somebody out of your life.
What?
And that tradition actually came from my husband.
So you can't sweep or take a shower on New Year's Day?
Or wash dishes on New Year's Day, yeah. Going into the new year, what it means is that you'll wash somebody out or you'll sweep somebody out of your life. So we'd do all the cleaning before New Year. Now you could do little things like cleaning the pots and stuff after cooking, but
That's the first time I ever heard of that one.
yeah, and that was from my husband when he grew up in Alabama, and that was a big one.
Oh, well, there you go. So that makes a lot less sense now.
It's a southern one, I guess. And then you had to have the tree down before the New Year as well.
Man, don't nobody take that damn tree down. For motherfucker down that tree up till February.
Actually, a lot of people do, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
My big thing was I never understood walking under ladders. I thought that was just common sense because shit's not going to fall on your head if you do. All right, I do have probably a ritual that I do. If I tip over the salt shaker, I put some salt over my left shoulder. I don't even remember where I learned it from. It just became habit.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
If you have a salt shaker and you tip it over and you spill salt, you're supposed to take a little bit and throw it over your left shoulder. I have no idea. And of course, I saw quite a few people talking about walking on the cracks, breaking your mama's back, those kind of things. I also remember Lizzie Borden was from Massachusetts too.
What was Lizzie Borden?
She was an axe murderer. She whacked her mother, gave her mother 40 whacks and gave her father 41.
Why?
That was folklore. It was true, but it was folklore. I have no idea.
So how much?
There's still a house that people actually sleep. People actually go visit and sleep there. It's like, really?
That's not cool.
Like I said, there's a lot of folklore in the old New England states with different things. And horseshoes are a big one. Always keep them upright so that you keep the luck in them.
What? What do you have? Who are dealing with horseshoes that much to just be? Let me make sure I keep my.
On barns, it's actually it's a superstition on a new barn. You put a horseshoe, you tack it up, and you tack it upright so that the luck stays inside the horseshoe.
So what is an upright horseshoe? Which one is upright? Is the two prongs upright?
Yep.
The two prongs facing out.
So it looks like a cup. Like those cowboys that you don't like. Well, Lizzie Borden, you're right. It was a true story, but there was a lot more folklore around it as well. So what's the next question?
How do you think the Rockets are going to do this season?
I have no idea. I have not done my homework.
So, what? So you said you kind of had different little folklores. Y'all had different little games that you played as kids. And you said.
I won't touch a Ouija board. Will not touch a Ouija board.
What's your beef with the Ouija board?
That's just nope. Not just something I just won't mess with it.
What made you afraid of the Ouija board? What started that?
There was a story that was told, and I can't remember if it was my mother or my aunt, and they were talking about like when they were teenagers and they had seen somebody use it, and they were in the room when they tried to burn it, and it wouldn't burn. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with that.
Well, they just kind of had some like fire retardant lamination on it. And that was it.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit more than that, but no.
I think you guys just overreact a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't fucking with no Ouija board either. I seen this movie when I was young. Matter of fact, the movie was called Ouija, and it was like it was crazy because they tried to fucking like get rid of that bitch, and that bitch kept on coming back, showing back up on the doorstep. I forgot how it all ultimately ended or whatever, but it was crazy. Like the Ouija board and them like fucking shit up. It was talking to him. Well, it wasn't talking to him, but they were asking the questions, and then it just started getting real weird real fast. So yeah, definitely have no interest in dealing with the Ouija's.
Now, The Sixth Sense wasn't a bad movie, actually. That was with Haley Joel Osment and Bruce Willis.
I never watched.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
There is a movie that you would it's a suspense from very beginning to very end, and I don't often get my mind blown with movies because I can usually tell the plot line through most of them. This one's called The Ring, and it was with Tom Cruise's ex-wife, the one that's married to Keith Urban. I can't think of her name. She's done quite a few movies, but this particular one is like from the very jump to the very end. It's holy crap. And I won't say that about too many movies. It's called The Ring. Oh, what is her name? She was married to him before he married Katie Holmes.
I don't know.
Nicole Kidman. All right. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, Nicole Kidman.
Of course, Michelle. So yeah, but so
I mean, I don't normally say that, but that's like. And then there's one called. Is it called Under the Stairs?
Stairs. What's going on under the stairs? Under the bleachers?
No, like under the what do you call it? Cellar stairs. Do y'all even have cellars in the South? Basement stairs.
Well, your Southern style, you should know.
Well, there's a lot of places in Florida you don't have basements. It's only crawl space because they're on. There's so much sand and all that stuff.
I'm gonna let you make it this time.
Sure.
Nah, but let me see. It was what was it you just mentioned? The Ring. The Ring actually was a very interesting movie. The damn
you
phone
did see
call.
it?
Yes, I've seen The Ring.
Yeah.
I saw The Ring in theaters. It was actually. It was it was a very interesting
twist.
It wasn't even necessarily. It wasn't the twist that did anything. It was what happened after the movie. Actually, for me, that made it. Like, oh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna chill. So yeah, there's that. But that movie definitely. I'm very familiar with The Ring. Actually, the chick from The Ring is one of my favorite characters to play with on Dead by Daylight. So there's that.
This is actually a few good movies that it's been a while since I've watched horror movies. The Haunting, I think, was another one. I haven't seen that in we're going back a ton of years. Oh, Psycho was a good one. The Bates Motel Psycho.
What would you say is the last horror movie that you watched?
Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
What?
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't watched a real good horror movie in a long time.
We're going to have to put you on one of them Tubi horror movies. It's going to be bad and scary and bad at the same time. It'll be the best thing going. But, Miss Bell, I hate to cut you short.
Bargain basement prices, huh?
I said, I hate to cut you short, but it is about that time. We'll get ready to wind it down. But I do appreciate you calling in. Hopefully get you in the Discord after.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good evening, Ms. Bell. Thank you for calling in this evening.
All right. Good night, Hunter.
Good night. Nadia. I'm tired, man. Right. I see I was out here eating on the doggone thing because I'm hopping up and chopping up with y'all a little bit in Discord. Don't expect me long. It's Friday night. Tapping out I don't know. I can't even think. But make sure y'all in the Discord. I might make a burger or two fucking with y'all. But other than that, I gotta give me some rest. Plenty of work I got to get done this weekend. Mucho worko weekendo. But again, I thank y'all for being here. It is my honor. It is my privilege. But more than anything, it is my pleasure to get to chop it up with you guys. All of the time. Shout out to Jason Voorhees. Much appreciated. Stab everybody multiple times, 13 times each. But I do appreciate y'all, man. I thank y'all for being a part of this community and letting me in your lives this evening, man. Fuck with y'all. Again, as I always say, it's my honor, my privilege, my pleasure, most of all. Good chop up with y'all. I am out. Adios, amigos. We are gone. It is done. Like, get in the Discord and the show's over. Why are you still here? I mean, I'm clicking buttons. Show is done, amigo. Leave.